I am making this video for my future self. I don't know if I'll ever post it or not, but I felt like I needed to record this video. I'm actually good. I'm happy that I'm wearing this dress and this speaker because this is where my journey started. These are one of the first things I received from my guides when I started this journey. So it's a good representation of how far I've come. I've been having a tough week. Today is the 14th of February 2026, Valentine's Day today. And then now, on the other hand, myself, I'm going through, I don't know how to even say it. So if I'm being honest, I'm thinking of quitting this journey, my current occupation, excuse me. I have been on both sides, I think. I've been on a normal life, and then I've also been in initiation. Now that I'm done with initiation, there comes a point where you want peace, you want stability, you want consistency, because for someone like me, I've gone through so many losses in the last 2.5 years. And as a result, healing took time, understanding who I am, where I come from, what makes me who I am, some of my shortcomings, strengths, weaknesses, some of my traumas, insecurities. It took a lot out of me. Doing shadow work is very painful. There's no one who can help you with it, unfortunately. They can direct you, they can mentor you, but you have to go through the pain by yourself, and nothing makes it easier. And now that I'm on the other side, I get to learn more. One thing about this journey is that the more you grow, the more you find out. That's just what it is. And some things are nice, some things are really not comfortable at all, because it changes the way you see things. It changes who you were when you started this journey. It changes who you were in between the journey. And when you grow, it changes a lot. And if you started thinking I'm a prophet, you go deeper, you find out that you are a Nyanga, a Stangoma, a this and that. It might not be the traditional way or the normal stream, no mainstream type of way where we know Sangomas are like this. You might be a little bit of everything. And in terms of information as well, you will learn more than you've ever learned. I don't want to take away from a lot of you, so I'm not going to share what I know. So I've been thinking of quitting, honestly, and I want stability. I want, I've got kids, and the one thing I'm craving for is companionship. I think, at a point where I think I'm ready to settle down, to have consistency and stability, coming home to a happy family, my partner, my kids, having a home, and not having to go through umjolo again. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I have a bone to be a girlfriend, to be honest. I don't want to be a girlfriend. I want to be a wife. And that is one of the reasons why I also choose to stay single, because I am not about to be competing with other girls and trying to prove my worth and explaining what I'm bringing to the table. Oh no. I am not doing that. That's for sure. And I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have hobbies, I have all the other things. Spend a lot of time by myself. I enjoy being alone. I struggle with being in public sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Small talk, I struggle with small talk so much that I can't have mini conversations with people that are just not going anywhere, I just tap out. I'll just look at you and not even hear what you're saying. I'm super sensitive, but I'm very vulnerable. Hence why dating is also not very simple. And then there's finances. When you are in this journey, it starts off slow, of course, and then so there's times where it's super quiet, there's times where it's busy, and that causes anxiety. Uncertainty causes anxiety because we have debts, we have responsibilities, we are parents, and all that. So I have been in that part where it's been like this. Some months are better than others, and so I'm like, no, man, I need to do something about it. As a result, I've arrived at certain points which I'm not going to share with you yet because I don't really know when I'm going to share this video. I've come up with two things that I think I want to do. I'd already been busy with other things that I'm doing, but there's things that I want to do in the next couple of years. And one, it's something that I'm studying and I'm busy with right now. One should be a thing of next year, but I'll be preparing for it from now. Whether I do stay in this journey or I quit, I'm doing those things either way. They do align with me both ways. If I decide one day that I'm going to quit being a psychic medium and doing this full time, I'm going to do those two things full time. While I'm going through what I'm going through, I'm crashing out. Been crashing out the whole week. I had a cold. I had been off social media for a week, and randomly one of my mentees called me. It's someone that I mentored last 2025. We talk every now and again. She's a lot older than me. She's in her 40s. And she calls me randomly. She's like, I'm going through a lot. Can we have a conversation? I'm like, sure. While I'm going through whatever I'm going through, I'm having an argument with God. I'm like, God, now it's time for you to flex out. I mean, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Now it's that time when we're supposed to be, elevating. And she calls me and then we have a conversation and she reminds me how I've made a difference in her life. And since meeting me, her life has changed. And I tell her my struggles. I'm like, I'm going through this and that and this and that. After obviously talking about why she called me or she asked to call me. I offered my advice as usual and we spoke about something and then I told her about my issues. She's like, do not fear, my sister. You are on the right track. You are doing amazing. Trust in God. You have changed my life. And she tells me her life story, how she ended up where she is. And the story, I almost cried. We are laughing about it at some point, but I was really shocked. And I don't know if that changed my perspective. I don't know if that healed me or it made a difference in my life or in my thinking or in my thought process or whatever. But I woke up, today is a different kind of day. Yesterday, I was in a very tough emotional roller coaster. I was really crashing out. This morning, I've been up since 4 a.m. Now it's I think quarter to 9 or something. I didn't check the time before I made the video. And things are looking better than they did yesterday. I'm still the same person. Well, but technically, things are better. Where I've been preparing my teachings and things that I have to do for you guys for social media and all that. And I must say I'm looking a little bit different. Hence why I decided to also make this video for my future self. Just in case I want to share this for motivation to any one of you guys. But I've given myself a timeline now to kind of reevaluate and evaluate this whole thing. And trust me when I say this, I love what I do. I absolutely, absolutely love what I do. I would never change it for anything. But the one thing I struggle with is the stability. When does it come? When does it meet me? I don't have to worry. I don't want to have to worry about money. you know. I don't want to have to worry about, does he love me, does he not love me. I don't have to worry about my children. I want them to be here so I can see what's happening. It's not that I don't trust the person that is looking after them, but I would really love to have them around me, all the time. See them regularly if possible. And there's limitations at this point. I can't see them all the time. There's restrictions and limitations. That's very frustrating. On a technological level, in terms of my gadgets and stuff, I have limitations for days because I've been making videos, but there's also a production limitation that has also been very frustrating. So we'll see what happens. So I'll see you on the other side. Future self, whoever's watching this video, if I ever share it, whatever's happening, you shall judge if I've made it or if I didn't make it, or if I decided to take a different route. That does make my journey invalid. I'm super grateful for everything I've seen and I've experienced, I've learned. But sometimes maybe that's the whole point. Who knows? Maybe this is the end of the journey or the beginning of a new chapter in my life, or whatever the case is. Everything happens for a reason. I've always been a believer in that. And I guess only time will tell what this was or what this is. So, love you all. See you on the next video. Love and light.